is just immense, and they take advantage of it. And here we go. We've got SpaceStation taking on Vatang in this next match. The winner is going to take on Queen Waka Stephanie in the grand finals.
I mean, do you just decide walk away with the 5,000, make it easy on yourself, or do you dare take on the Queen Walkers after what we witnessed? But Leo has to come up first place here, often takes the lead front, but we see him coming in with the E-Drags. There's a lot of nice chainable value, but coming head in for the Town Hall. We've seen this where it can actually fail, not get the Town Hall taken down, and cause some big issues. Tornado Trap trying to hold these loons back, but the E-Drags will make their course through, and he still has a nice big pack working to the outside edge. Just needs them in the center of the base. Are they going to bypass the Town Hall, though?
Oh, that's the issue. The sweeper's going to now push these E-Dragons back. Then Stone Slaver off to the right by the Eagle Artillery. The Rage up. No! What is going on, E-Dragon? No, they're completely dodging the Town Hall. He could send the World Champion, but... Oh, no.
Yeah, this is exactly what we saw yesterday. This is a very risky approach with E-Drags because they have the propensity of actually working their way around this, and nicely placed traps holding this off. But as you mentioned, we do have the Royal Champ, but she is on the board already, coming in for the Town Hall here, looking to take that down to try and save this 2-star. And the heroes, unfortunately, the King, Queen, not going to be enough to necessarily carry through the rest of the raid. With a single up, the defending Royal Champ, and this Expo that's still pinging away.
Well, he's got to freeze. This rage spell is coming in very nice. And we just talked about the pets coming in very nicely, trying to heal this queen up. But we have an enemy World Champion. We have 2 Expos, 2 Inferno Towers. Queen's ability goes off. And Leo does not go with the Queen Charge, because I just broke down his Queen Charge Lalo attack that was beautiful against Topanai, and he completely switches it up and goes to the E-Dragons, and this falls short. Only about a 93% after this one minion is going to go to the barracks, and look at that. The Unicorn is going to try.
Unicorn trying to help heal that one minion to get a little bit more value out of this. But hits the 93% mark. Not a terrible place to be in if you're going to hit a 2-star, but this is not the way that SpaceStation Gaming wanted to kick off the war against Vatang. They'll have to see if they can hold some defenses. Queen Walkers were able to do that, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for SpaceStation to try and turn this one around. But it does leave for a very interesting start into this matchup. So we'll see what happens coming through into this. But we can say that Vatang has a nice ease going into this, and we'll see if they can bring this through. But we go into the grand finals match after this. Now, Sincere Prayer with the potential to come through and get this going. Ops to go for the Super Drags. But what's going to carry coming into that Town Hall? It's going to be the Blimp. He's not taking that risk. Gets the Blimp sailing through. We've got the Clone Spell heading right over. Tornado Trap's going to hold it off, but gets it open right on top. Rage Freeze combination to try and get that down, taken fast, and it does. Now, this is a nice approach because look at the power of the Super Drags coming into the core of the base. They are spread equally, dispersing their power, their force. Heroes on the opposite side. King and Queen working where the Town Hall has been taken down. And it's a pretty nice, relatively smooth spread across for those drags. And don't forget, we will have the Royal Champ to come into play to help with the back end of this base. But the hero's still working strong, nice and secured. And when we look at what remains on the back end of this, which is something that Sincere Prayer definitely thought about, is what remains on the back end. There are no scatters. There are no singles. The only thing of consequence for those heroes are the Expos and the defending heroes in Tesla Farm. But this does make for a very easy push coming through, especially holding on to this freeze. Royal Champ coming in fresh is gonna come through. Power along with Lassie taking the lead as the King helps to barrel his way past that defending Archer Queen. Royal Champ has the power she needs to come in with her ability, the Queen ability. The Warden's still going strong in this, and the freeze. Sincere Prayer is able to carry a 3-star coming in and get the lead for Vatang in this war. Their defense coming in strong and now offensively able to carry this one through. This is Vatang's chance to shine, Carbon.
Yeah, let's hope that I got all the technical difficulties all hopefully fixed there. But
against Vatang, but they're going to need to start with picking up this 3-star and sending in the big man himself, Bernal, to go in with the Queen charge Lalo.
Yeah, that Queen charge has to get some beautiful value. Can it do it? The Eagle Artillery is sitting down here as the Queen is going to try to make her way to the left side. And we have multis, a second multi, all the way in the core. Some crazy value. Decides to send in a blimp into the scatter shot. So we're finding also a Tesla farm and a tornado trap as well.
Ooh, this is a tough area to get through. Those Skellies trying to knock back the Yetis, but he does manage to clear up that scatter shot, get that taken down, and it's an easy pickoff for the AD on the outside edge of the base. King still working his way through to get the Eagle taken down, but the Queen does have her pass straight through that core of the base. I mean, we're seeing more and more of these style bases with these nice narrow openings that are offering so much opportunity for these Queen Chargers to work their way through.
Yeah, it's really come down to if he gets that Queen to pat. The King does take out that Eagle Artillery. Now continue this Queen through. Dealing with that CC, the Headhunters, the Goblins, the Lava Hound. And it's going to take him some time, but he's going to have to Lalo over the Town Hall. Or is he going to try to jump this Queen over there? I mean, if you try to get that Queen to jump at the Town Hall, it's going to be a very hard pathing, I would have to guess. But, you know, Bernal, he could do anything.
He really can, and we've got it situated nicely maybe to start that Lalo down from the 4:30 to 3 o'clock side of the base. Remember, only 17 loons, so the Queen's really going to have to continue through, support this, help work this along, but a jump could carry her through that back end equally as well, but it is going to be from the scatter shot position with the Royal Champ working her way along right underneath.
There's the freeze onto the single target Inferno. But now this Queen needs to make her way to the Town Hall. He's investing everything to do just that. As the Royal Champion helps to make to the enemy RC, but their balloons are going down fast.
The Warden working with this Queen. Interesting combination to go through. Keeping that Queen alive to ensure that the Town Hall goes down. Has the ability, forces it. Warden's going down. Queen has just enough power to do it. And the Royal Champ still stands. We have so many defenses left here on the back end. Bernal going to struggle to get through this, not only with the power, but with only 24 seconds left to go.
Wow, are we going to potentially see a rematch of Vatang coming straight back to get some revenge against Queen Waka Stephanie? Because it's looking like that's the case of two beautiful defenses for Vatang to start off this war. And they get a 3-star. It's looking really good for them to have at least a 2-star advantage in this one right here.
Would they be able to have the right combination to try and take them down twice over? They'd have to do it twice over. Let's see what Rallo can do. If you can keep the momentum going, they have the 1-star advantage already. They can push us to a 2-star advantage. And more, we get to see these bowlers coming in, getting some nice bounceable value to set up the funnels and work this King into that air defense compartment. Nice shallow entry, but also helps alleviate the pressure of that Expo off the Queen to sneak her through into the Town Hall.
Yeah, that wall break should be able to pat that Queen there. Did set up a little bit of funneling, but we got that box-style base here from Bernal, and we're seeing the King ability going off. Poison to slow down the Headhunters, to help take them down. Then the King and Royal Champion take out the scatter shot, the bomb tower. Now the Royal Champion's locking onto the Lava Hound and slowly taking out this Town Hall with the Queen, and beautiful pops her ability and down it goes.
I think it's very nice value out of this so far, and what we can see is the L shape, that natural L shape that we're often accustomed to seeing with a Lalo push coming in here and already formed. Royal Champ actually still trying to get a little bit more value out of this. Drops the invisibility spell, takes down the Wizard Tower, not the Archer Tower, but at least getting that splash item is always a nice option. Stone Slimer coming in to take the lead on that inline edge, soaking up any potential traps along the inner perimeter.
Yeah, pulling a bunch of red air bombs. The Dragon Rider comes out of the Stone Slammer, finding the Tornado Trap as well with the Warden ability going off. Protects both Hounds here, so they'll be able to tank over this air defense as he passes his way through. And look at the balloons joining in, but the Eagle Artillery has yet to go down. Finds that Tesla Farm on the backside, which is going to be a big problem. These balloons have taken a massive amount of damage.
Oh, they certainly have, and that freeze already expended early. Loons are going to suffer coming through this Drag Rider.
Oh.
The only force, but gets knocked down fast, and so do the rest of the Loons. So Rollo coming in with a 2-star here gives the opportunity that SpaceStation Gaming was hoping to see, and the percent carbon is going to be quite low.
Yeah, very surprising percentage here. Just passing into the 80% range here. And Bernal, he didn't get the triple, but his base is going to stop the triple indeed. Just going to be the 2 stars, and every single percentage is going to matter. It's only going to be a 1-star advantage for Vatang, which is going to be huge going into the rest of these attacks. And that's going to be a big morale boost for SpaceStation, knowing that they're not down by 2 triples in this war.
It does make a big difference. It gives them the hope to try and forge this along. So we'll have to see if there's more defenses that they have up their sleeves to try and hold back Vatang. And I've got to say, pretty impressive to hold back Rollo, who is known for his exceptional Lalo skills.
And it was a defense. And now Marnal is coming in with a Lalo. Wow. It's not a super dragon. It's not a mass inferno dragon. It's bringing back his roots of the Lalo attacks. It is amazing to see. Let's see what he can do.
Ooh, I'm liking this opening. Look at how much is open access inside where he's sectioned off. We've got that cross section to the single, the Royal Champ, the multi. We've got the Royal Champion taking on the scatter shot, Skelly spells to help distract. King working his power in with the Ice Golem to get through and get that CC lure. And this gives the Queen the opportunity to sneak her way through to the Town Hall section, take this down. King still providing that tank, but this was a beautiful position. And we've got an extra invisibility spell for this Royal Champ to potentially take on that multi-targeting Inferno. But might not be enough.
Town Hall, yes. Town Hall has been secured from the Queen. Royal Champion does take out both. No, she turns around and goes to the Lava Hound.
Oh, so the multi stands, but we have the Stone Slammer to come in to play here, try and soak up some of the damage, working its way through, take on the heat, but it is going to throw this off course and not put it in the position. Also getting forced back by the air sweeper here, so not getting the full value he was hoping for. But let's see if he can recover this, especially if a Drag Rider comes out.
Yeah. Oh, wait. The Dragon Rider has come out here. He has the heal spell. There's the haste. Healing up these balloons. The red air bombs are everywhere. But the balloons do make their way across. But we got Tesla Farms. He's trying to heal them up. And the Dragon Rider cutting across. But is it going to be too much? Come on, Dragon Rider balloons. Multi goes down with the Grand Warden assistance. Air defense goes down. But we got a Lava Hound that now has to run off to the Archer to the top side of the space. And he might just be able to get this. No, Seeking Airmine.
This might be by the skin of his teeth. The King distracting, though, is really hurting this. With a minute left, you can see the frustration on Marinal's face.
Yeah.
But Minions still working through. The Hound still on the northern side of the base. 43 seconds left to go. And those Teslas have been pinging away at the Warden. The Electro Owl not going to have necessarily enough force to get through this.
Yeah, he was frustrated because the Warden got stuck on to the King, and it looks like the the staff of that warden is shooting from the owl, but it's the owl that is sitting right there. And what a funny look there. But look at this. With just 10 seconds left, the owl is trying its best, skipping through 6, 5, 4. The owl, no way, unless it was damaged. What?
Oh.
No! I need 9%.
Oh.
2-star. Oh my goodness. But it is only 6 stars for SpaceStation in this war so far. And we have, with PSW Vatang coming in with the next attack. They put up a 2-star, they'll be up by 1. A 3-star, they'll be up by 2 here with a 8 dragons. So this is, we've been seeing a lot of super dragons used. Haven't seen this attack used all this much in Worlds.
Yeah, coming in with a Hydra, which is something that seems to be limited so far in the mix-up. But very similar to the Super Drag style approach, you can see the blimp sailing through that Warden ability, going on the diagonal to the Town Hall to pick this off. We're going to head right over. We've got the Clone Spell down. We've got the Rage down, opening up those loons. Tornado Trap will spin it, but easy take down and knock out. But the main issue of this is keeping the drags and drag riders focused into the core of the base here, while the heroes support from the outside edge.
Yeah, the dragons, though, are not utilizing that rage next to them. They're unfortunately going to get pushed back by the sweeper, ding with the air skellies, then go over the clan castle and finally try to get to that multi. But the problem is they're getting hit by so much, plus an air defense at the top side waiting on the royal champion to use at the very last moment. But these dragons in the core have gone down, and this looks like it's potentially a defense here for SpaceStation, keeping them in it yet again.
This is the tricky situation about these style attacks, also including with the super drags. The main objective of your dragons is to get through that core of the base, allowing your heroes to finish up some of the power on the back end. But if you don't get that core down, you're often in a very tough position to try and finish things off here, especially if you don't have even just 1 or 2 dragons remaining. So Vatang coming in with this defense does start opening that door back again for SpaceStation Gaming to try and get in this, but they need to get a triple on the board here.
Why did you drop the blimp? You reacted too late. You reacted too quickly and trying to predict. But Celino, we know he's going to be focused here with the Super Dragons. Has a few rocket loons to come in to try to potentially take out a few of these defenses, using that Hog Rider to test for Teslas, test for skeletons, so that this Flame Flinger can then be used to the bottom side and help secure that Town Hall.
Yeah, Flame Flinger going to naturally take out the section of the base. We talk about the reason behind it, and that's because we want to limit the damage. We want to help section off the pathing, but we want to eliminate any potential risk of those super drags going through the poison bomb. So it's a nice combination, but also unleashes additional power from the CC troops that come out for some of the surrounding defenses. And that Valk doing some nice work as well to help with the cleanup, speeding this up along.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting some nice value, moving its way around. The Town Hall is going to be secured here from the Flame Flinger. And you worry about time? Well, Super Dragons are typically tend to be on a faster side of attacks, so you don't have to be all too worried about time. But this Town Hall just goes down, did a little bit of damage to that Super Dragon, but the Eagle Artillery locks onto it, moving his way through. The Flame Flinger is still making its way off to the right side to grab that Wizard Tower. It's incredible the value that a Flame Flinger can actually get in these attacks.
Yeah, even with the time reduction, what he did sectioning that off with the Zap Quick has actually helped what this is going to do, working through the 430 side of the base here. So we've got the Super Drags now, nice narrowed out pathing, heroes working along the outside edge. When you have them working in conjunction, it means the heroes take on a little less damage, so they have their abilities typically remaining to the back end. As he powers his king through along, Queen's going to be able to weave her way in, help take on that Eagle, and force those remaining Super Drags through towards a scatter shot, and giving the Royal Champ a lot more tank in this.
Absolutely. Look at this. With his Royal Champion still to use, you definitely want to use that because time can always be an issue. You want to get the triple as fast as possible. You don't want to be swagging anything that can potentially speed up your raid. Has the Royal Champion to pop her ability. Down goes the defenses. And there it is. Salino with a gorgeous 3-star. Really broke that base down of using the Flame Flinger, using the Lightning, and then pushing those Super Dragons straight into the middle of the base. But also an attack that is very difficult to do. You know that the casual audience always loves to say, hey, tries to learn some sort of Lalo attack, but warning is not bringing Lalo. He is bringing air, though. It's a Queen Charge Dragon Riders here in this raid with a Siege Barracks, unless he decides to switch that up.
Yeah, interesting. So we've already got the pass to the town hall here, which the queen is starting off, being very mindful before dropping those healers with the close proximity of the AD to take that out. We'll see some Coco Loons coming in to also protect, but we've got the invisibility spell to ensure that she stays on target, wrapping her way around to the 9 o'clock compartment and already lining up the funnel with those sneaky gobs to ensure that she gets the force right inside.
Yeah, the pathing is looking pretty good for this queen to path into the town hall. The only problem is the single target inferno behind the town hall. And notice this base design. This is like a very similar base design that the Queen Walker, Stephanie, was doing against Vatang that caused so many problems for them. So maybe that's something that they took note of and decided to do as well. But here comes a sneaky in there as well, maybe to test for some, like a tornado trap or something in this area, because this single target inferno lockout of the queen is going to be a problem, but he times it perfectly with an invisibility spell.
Yep, keeps her alive, keeps her nice and well to take it on, and we've got the drag riders already starting up. This is also going to help force the queen's path leading up towards the 12 o'clock side of the base, and he does indeed use that siege barracks along with the king, opens up the eagle compartment to start narrowing out the path of these drag riders, forcing them in line to the core position of this base. This is some beautiful funneling coming in and not typical from what we would see from a drag rider attack.
And the Royal Champion is clearing that Inferno Tower. The troops coming out of that siege barracks is going to be extra balloons and another Dragon Rider moving his way through. And like you said, that is not typical to see a siege barracks being used with a Queen Charge Dragon Rider. Typically, you tend to see either a Stone Slammer or a Blimp, and he is cheering, and that's exactly what they need to keep pace, and they will keep the lead in this matchup.
Absolutely. Look at the power remaining in this. Queen still going strong on it. Drag Rider still alive. Even has the supports of the loons and all those wizards that actually came out of the siege barracks to help with the cleanup. A nice way to look at this base. We can see that Vatang is keeping their eye on the prize to go back after the Queen Walkers smashed through their base, and they could be picking up the steam, feeling the motivation as they get closer. But it's Pete Castro. He is the closer for SpaceStation Gaming, and not to jinx him in any way, shape, or form. But it's pretty OP. I'll leave it at that. Coming in with, we've got the Yeti Blimp for the Eagle compartment. Sections this off nicely to start off his Queen Charge.
Indeed, with that Blimp grabbing the value there. Now the Queen needs to charge her way into the scatter shot. He does have only one super wall breaker, so once he probably takes out this cannon, then he'll drop the wall break to try to target this wall, and cannon goes down. Wall breaker not used just yet. He's being patient while this Expo has locked on to the Queen, and he drops that Golem King here, which is going to loop it his way into going to the multi in the middle down this channel.
Yeah, also take the pressure off that Expo from the Queen. Rages up those healers to keep the Queen going. Does not want to have to burn through this ability, but we still have the Zap Quick to come down. Goes for the Expo single combination. That's going to alleviate a lot of pressure here off of the Queen as she weaves her way through, getting over to that town hall. She's going to have to push her way out, but we do have the wall break to open up the pass here.
Now that Queen's pathing is going to be very nice. Taking out this CC. There's the poison spell. Then going to step in and grab the enemy Royal Champion and continue her way through. But the Town Hall is up to the right side. So he's going to have to do something about it. Is he going to rely on this queen to try to... Oh, so he wall broke that queen out to go to the right side and then make her way to the town hall, while Lalo will have to come in from the left, and he has to start it now. He does. Otherwise, he'll run into a time fail, and he's going all out for it.
Yeah, Queen, he's relying on her getting to that town hall. That was such a beautiful opener and wall break coming in. Queen's still struggling, but has her ability. There are, however, no rages left over, just an invisibility spell to try and carry her through, and she is still hung up in the center of this base. So we've got the Lalo pushing through.
No.
Warden's already used the ability. Royal Champ's going to have to come in, help out with this one. Already on the board.
No.
Burns through her ability,
Queen.
but the tornado trap holding this off, and the Queen does
Oh, she
not
goes
make
up.
that opening. Hold on. She's coming back in.
Wait.
But she's going over the walls. 30 seconds left.
He makes the Royal Champion and Warden invisible, and the RC is going to take the town hall down. But time's going to be an issue. 20 seconds. No Royal Champion ability. Warden is pulling these red air buffs with the owl. Steps straight into the town hall poison. Has to pop the queen ability. Come on, minions. Queen, go. 9 seconds.
Arthur.
He can't throw.
6 seconds.
What?
He has got this. Carbon right on the buzzer. And you can see him breathing a sigh of relief. Oh my goodness.
I mean, no pressure, Vatang, but that's the difference between third and second place. Good luck to Lanslota.
Oh,
Oh,
we talk about this is so much pressure on the line here right now. Exactly what we want to see. And coming in with, can you guess it, Carbon? More Queen Charge Lalo to the table.
Indeed. Queen Charge Lalo is up with the passing through. Can he get the enemy queen? The scatter shot. Again, we're seeing another box-style base from SpaceStation. And gonna grab this valley. The clan castle is a little bit behind. He can drop another wall break. Once this goes down, it will target the queen platform. Is my guess. Not dropping anything just yet, or we'll go for the wizard tower compartment. And okay, he waits. Wizard tower compartment goes down, so this queen can continue her path in and out of this section.
This is a beautiful lineup here. We've got the king also helping to clean up some of the outskirts of the base. Another wall break to give the queen the opening needed to reach across. The king's actually going to provide a lot of tank, but also clear up all of those storages right there on the outside of the base, speeding this up and moving this along to keep the queen in line. For now, taking on the CC troops, drops that poison down to help get those headhunters in play nice and fast. But we've got that combination of the mixed combination with the witches, so needs to speed through quickly and drops the double poison there.
Yeah, that queen's continuing her path in. The single target inferno locks on her, but the queen goes invisible and looking good to take down this town hall. And he starts the Lalo. He cannot time fail with everything on the line. The Grand Warden is down, making his way into the Eagle and the multi-target inferno. Did use the free spell to stop that from hitting his balloons. Is looking really good so far. Makes the queen invisible yet again and still has her ability to use.
Ooh, keeps her safe from that warden for just long enough. Now, the loons, through the warden ability, need to get the scatter shot down. They go to the single, struggling, but still making their way along. And the Royal Champ helps to carry this through. Queen still survives. And Lanslota, pumping his fist, knows that they've just got the opportunity to face off against the Queen Walkers again.
What an attack to Lanslota with the pressure on the line, and you have just secured an extra $5,000 like that, Lanslota, for Vatang. Congratulations. They will be advancing to the grand finals to take on Queen Walker Stephanie. Incredible. Just the composure for Lanslota there to get that 3-star with all the pressure on the line, and he did not let that get to him. And here's the final star count, and there it is at 13 stars. They lost on percentage but won that 13-12.
That's where stars matter. But SpaceStation Gaming did have a very nice run. We're able to hold back some of those top hitters from Vatang, including
Yeah.
PSW and Rollo. So very impressive base building coming in from SpaceStation Gaming. But at the end of the day, it's those stars that matter. And definitely came
Marno.
in strong. Yeah.
Marno's
Oh,
99. That's
wow.
it.
Yeah.
Right there. Remember
The
the
difference
owl?
maker.
The
Oh,
yep. If that
the
was a 3-star,